where we will dance in the light of the full moon, where we will set free 800 half-cooked lobsters, where we will drop cake from a 10-story building upon a hungry crowd, where we will shoot guns into the air from slingshot catapults, where we will run and run until we black out, black in, and run some more, where our ears will bleed from excessive volume, where we will pull out our teeth with trash can lids, where we will sail into the sunset, sunrise of Puerto Rico, where we will burn an effigy of the earth, where ashes will rain down on us, where we will lock ourselves in our rooms 48 hours straight, where we will perform high theatrics on high telephone cables, where we will beer bong simultaneously 3 kegs of beer, where we will drink absinthe and linseed oil, where we will sit staring at the images in the fireplace, where we will sing Norwegian fight songs rapping into the hollow city night, where we will drive all night 1,200 miles only to turn around, the oven was left on, where we will hang the priest from nooses weaved by the many hands of Vishnu, and Buddha will also hang, where we will ride our bikes backwards the wrong way down the one-way streets of crowded cities, where we will drink and drink and drink until we simultaneously drink and pee, where we will put lenses into our eyes and stare directly into the sun, where we will smash our bones on the bricks of buildings, where we will jump up and down until the earth is compressed equal to our height, where we will smoke cannabis in police stations around the world, where we will swing from ropes tied to trees, also weaved by the many hands of Vishnu, where we will chase each other on lawnmowers, sinking them into the mud, where we will empty out the junk drawers of the soul into piles on the floor, where we will read books until our eyes bleed from excessive words, where we will bathe in tubs of seaweed sludge, where we will smash stones together in order to relive our primitive pasts, where we will eat lead paint chips in order to regain our sanity, where we will study the Celtic way, where we will howl and wail into the sky, where we will walk and walk into the collective rain, going down the collective drain, where we will drink Merlot and turpentine, where we will sob and sob in memory of guilt-free shitting of our pants, where we will swim naked through the air, lowering bags down windows and walls, where we will eat dirt due to rampant starvation, where we will slaughter the buffalo and American Indians, where we will gun down our classmates, where we will push and push until we get what we want, where we will get messages from turtles on the shore of a dirty egg-filled beach, where we will toast a toast to nothing with no one, nowhere, where we will bury the Sphinx for 10,000 years for $10,000 in 10,000 days, where we will fuck like rabbits in the bathroom, bathtub, shower off, where we will drown ourselves in the smoke of 400,000 cigarettes, where it will rain and rain 40 days, where we will write so much that our fingers bleed from excessive words, where we will smash our cars together until we achieve one universal car, where we will kill our old ladies in order to rid ourselves of odd jobs, where we will avoid each other because we're just so tired and just so lame, where we will drool out of our mouths in mock paralysis, where we will seek out the shamans for the purpose of conversion to non-shamanistic ways, where we will lock ourselves in our cars, no reason but greed, where we will walk down the streets of the worst parts of town, and the worst people of town will chase us to the best parts of town, where we will incite riots with dummy hand grenades, where we will chant and chant until our throats bleed from excessive chanting, where we will choose to lose, or choose a chai, where we will burn the best pictures before dawn, where we will indulge in Dionysian delights and Herculean feats, where we will walk and walk until our feet bleed from excessive walking. Part 2. So come with me to this party, so as to make it better than being alone, so you can see what I think I see, so you don't go to bed with an empty head, so you can't say you didn't have the option, so you can live in the end, so you can die in the end, so you can witness the dawn of a new day in a new way, forever, forever gone away. Because sometimes things seem very much different from the way they are, I cannot begin to conceive of the way they should be. I should not continue. What's worse, I have not yet begun. Effectively disjointing the mind from time and distance, concepts never actualized fall in spite of themselves, lazily with every breath to the floor. Emancipated memories lay open and distorted on the table, indecision over a cup of coffee and an omelet, indifference, ideology flowing free and easy. This is called Desert Water on the Road. Hipsters hanging out of windows, narrow humanity in the sun, getting on and on, stopping in extra special time. The road hours ahead, and I look up beyond now. At a cold, clear old drink, good and cold before infinity, gone, gone before its time. Thank you. This is called Contemplating the Actions of a Squirrel. Squirrel in tree, swirl of gray exhaust smoke, on the edge of a wilderness made mad by man, your lone tree amidst a sea of pavement, concrete, and mortar. You have chosen to make your home, to build your nest, 10 feet above a mess of cars. Why this tree? How far away were you born? Will you have a strong line? I know the black one did on Berwyn. When did you set it your task? How does it suit you now? When will you see things as they really are? You must know, you're quite mad. The street lamp, inches away, eternal sunset at dusk, dull orange oracle, indifferent to the wishes of a squirrel. How many branches must you break? How many trees do you claim as home? When will you say good night? Part 2. The squirrel's tree now long dead, standing lifeless in the cold. Where did he go, that chipper thing? I've not seen him return. Perhaps his scratchings on the trash bags outside, but little more. And here I sit, fighting sleep, longing for one more cigarette, no longer contemplating the actions of a squirrel. I have one more poem. This is called Price Tag Receipt Ripped Pants Poem. The crank on my bike spinning madly around like a metaphor to the spinning earth, madly spinning to my destination, to my desolation. A conversation over coffee like peace talks with the president. The success is in the embrace of failure, forever inconstant and strange. One cold day in May, the sun came out, hot. The halo of being single, luminous and soft, fabric only so strong, like a metaphor to broken bones. Turning my head mindlessly, giving my attention to the constant pass of fleeting strangers. How many roads stretch out before us? I have seen the curve of the earth falling, like a metaphor to birth, falling. Pages and pages, like a metaphor to pages, unclassified, uncounted, and undeciphered, lost in my own personal bureaucracy, like a metaphor of the government, spinning, whirling, pulling, pants now torn just above the cuff. Thank you.